Let's say that you've had a few tough experiences in your own life, that those memories still elicit an emotional reaction. And that emotional reaction is centered around a specific person at a particular place at a certain time in your life. You've thought about the past often enough, and somehow those memories are just easy to recall, even automatic. That's right. These memories come to you automatic. For more than 20 years, you've practiced thinking and feeling about suffering. Suffering comes in all many forms. Staying in toxic relationships does something to the programming of the software of the mind. Did you know that we only use 5% of our conscious mind? Basically, 5% of the mind that is conscious is struggling against the 95% that is running subconscious automatic programs. We've memorized a set of behaviors so well that we have become automatic. We've become an automatic habitual body-mind unit. A person may consciously want to be happy, they want to be healthy and free, but the experience of hosting 20 years of suffering and the repeated cycle of those chemicals of pain and pity have subconsciously conditioned the body into a habitual state. Can't forget we live by habit, but sometimes through life trials and tribulations, we become numb to certain traumatic experiences and become unconscious. Understanding how important it is to get the mind and the body working together again and break the chemical continuity of our guilty, ashamed, angry, depressed state of being. This stuff becomes toxic and it comes out. At one time or another, we've all consciously declared, I want to be happy. But until the body is instructed otherwise, it's going to continue expressing those programs of guilt, sadness, and anxiety. Now, the conscious intellectual mind may reason that it wants that joy, but the body has been programmed to feel otherwise for years. It's because the mind and body aren't working together. Like I said before, the conscious mind wants one thing while the body wants another. Most people believe that positive thinking is the answer, but let me be clear that positive thinking never works. This is what they call being in a polarized state, which means that you're trying to think one way in order to override how you feel on the inside. You consciously think one way, but you are being the opposite. So when the mind and the body is in opposition, change will never, ever happen. Here's the solution. The subconscious mind only knows what you have programmed it to do. For example, have you ever been on a computer and all of a sudden it started running those programs in the background and you couldn't do nothing to stop it? What's going on in your mind is the software, just like that computer. But it's just going to keep doing what it does until there's some intervention, until you get into the operating system and change some settings. And a lot of times we have to look at it like that. We have a lot of things running in the background. Okay, let's talk about elevated states of mind. You've experienced an event numerous times, and I mean numerous times, by mentally rehearsing every aspect of it in your mind. You feel what that event feels like before it actually unfolds. Then as you change the circuitry in your brain by thinking in new ways and you embrace the emotion of the event ahead of its physical manifestation, it is possible that you can change your body genetically. Can you pick a potential out there and emotionally embrace a future event before it is actual experience? Have you ever heard of people after being subjected to extremely stressful conditions and their hair has turned gray? That's an example of our genes at work. You know, they experience such a strong emotional reaction that their altered body chemistry both turn on the gene for that expression of gray hair and shut off the genetic expression of the normal hair. This is an example of chemically altering your internal environment, which is your genetics. So there was a study published in the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences, and they found that there were 27 total emotions. The general consensus among scientists today is that the basic emotions serve as the foundation for the more complex and subtle emotions that make up the human experience. In the end, when you thoughtfully rehearse the future reality until your brain has physically changed to look like it has had the experience already, and you've emotionally embraced a new intention so many times, you are on your way to rewriting the software, which is the mind. And it is in this moment the event finds you, and it will arrive in a way that you least expect, which leaves no doubt it came from your relationship to a greater consciousness, so that it inspires you to do it again and again. Until next time, stay focused, stay disciplined, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.